From 2022 to 2024, that was the first time I solo traveled. I lived in Taiwan for about a year and a half. The only reason why I was able to extend my stay unexpectedly was because I started making money online. As someone who loves traveling and is also a part-time content creator, I want to share my best tips to you guys on how to make money online, how to start a side hustle in hopes that you can earn additional income for yourself. If this is your dream to travel around the world, have some money to do so, I'm going to be sharing my best tips in this video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The first tip is to adopt a digital nomad mindset. Why I want you to adopt this mindset is because you have to choose to believe that you can build an online side hustle or build this income stream to be able to travel the world. You kind of have to visually see yourself achieving that lifestyle that you dream of. The reason why I was able to just keep going with my Etsy shop, with blogging, is because I so desperately wanted to experience that lifestyle, especially in my 20s. And so that is why I believe it is so important that you choose to believe in yourself, and you are basically going to be your best friend, your number one supporter throughout this whole journey of making money online. The second thing that I want you to think about when it comes to being a digital nomad is asking yourself, how much money do you need to adopt a digital nomad lifestyle? The reason why I ask this is because this will vary from person to person, depending on how you want to travel around the world. If you are looking for luxurious hotels, maybe making money online might have to look a lot more than someone who was solo traveling, living in hostels and backpacking around Asia. Really consider what is it going to take for you to feel comfortable enough to maybe take a break from your full-time job, or even quit your full-time job to travel around the world from the money that you are making online. Since I was living in Asia, my standards of living is a lot different from other people. I was able to live off of $1,000 a month, which I know is kind of crazy to some people who also live in Taiwan, but my rent was crazy cheap, and I was very fortunate to find that. A lot of my expenses actually was from eating out and traveling outside of Taiwan. Keep that in mind, because I think that is so important. And if you feel or you're wrestling with this belief that you have to make more than your full-time income, from your in-person job, to quit it and travel around the world, that does not have to be the case. And I guess it goes back to your values, right? Do you think that you can live a little bit on the edge when it comes to not having financial security? Or do you just want some extra income on the side that you can save up for so that you can travel around the world? Some people feel like they have to make more than their full-time job that's in person in order to quit it and then travel around the world. For me, that was not the case. I actually worked a part-time job, quit that job, and was just solely relying on my Etsy income while I was living in Taiwan. I am more of a live life on the edge type of person, but that might not be the case for other people. So you have to think about what you value. Do you value financial security more, or do you value experiences more? There's no judgment here. These are just some things you want to think about. So tip number 2 is my favorite one, because I'm going to share with you my best recommendations for side hustles, specifically for travelers. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into number 1. I'm not going to go too much into this step because I actually have a couple of videos about side hustles in general, but I'm going to briefly list them and kind of describe what they are. So number 1 is Etsy. I really recommend Etsy because it is just one of the top e-commerce platforms out there, and you can choose to make physical or digital products. Etsy has basically been a game changer for me when it comes to making consistent income. And if you think it is saturated, think again, because Etsy was founded in 2005. I did a little bit of research and I started my shop in 2022. You will see so many success stories of people starting their shop in the 2020s and onwards and are still making really good income to this day. You just need to find your niche. You need to find what you also enjoy creating or doing. If you want more about Etsy, I literally have a whole playlist on just Etsy itself. I am going to link that playlist in the description box below. So number 2 on how to make money is to become a content creator. So there are 2 ways that I think you can go about this as a content creator if you want to make money online. Let's just say that you actually have no money right now to travel the world. I would recommend that you start building a social media platform, whether that is TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, and kind of build build your platform. And then once you start working with brands or you are promoting a digital product through your Instagram and you have gained some traction, then maybe that's a way that you can start traveling with the money that you're making. On the other hand, you can be a content creator based on your travel lifestyle. So there are a ton of travel content creators out there that have already created their brand based off of traveling the world. And you'll see a ton, like people just quit their job, travel around, build a following. And because they've been able to build a following, work with brands, that income stream already funds their lifestyle. So that is another way that you can actually become a full-time content creator and travel around the world. Obviously, you're going to need some money saved up to travel the world and, build your content, your brand around your travel lifestyle. And hopefully that is when you're able to make money online. So those are the two ways that I would recommend you to start content creating. Number 3 is freelancing. And this is something that I have dabbled into a little bit. So this freelancing job was actually through a personal connection. Network marketing is the smartest way to go when it comes to freelancing in general. So whether you have any skills or expertise that you're able to offer, I would recommend you to share with your family and friends so that they can use word of mouth marketing to promote your brand or your services to other people. Freelancing would be the third way to make money online. Okay, so number 4 is blogging. Blogging is probably one of the slowest side hustles out there. You will not see quick money right away. It probably takes around a year to even see any growth or traction. That's why I am honestly really grateful I started when I did. But if you are in no rush to make money and you are maybe in no rush to start traveling, then that's when I would probably recommend you to start a blog because it is very lucrative and it's also very consistent in terms of like passive income. But I am not going to sugarcoat it. It is not an easy side hustle. It is not for lazy people, just going to say that. But I guess another way that you can go about this when it comes to blogging is if you decide that you want to create a social media account for traveling, then you can also create a blog that goes more in depth with like itineraries, and that could eventually bring people to your blog, and maybe you could sell digital products through your blog. But that is just an idea. I just wanted to throw that out there. Again, I would not recommend the side hustle to someone who just wants to make money online right away and wants to start traveling. So I talked about adopting a digital nomad mindset. I talked about different side hustles that you can start. So tip number 3 is to get started. You want to choose a side hustle that is right for you. How you do that is you ask yourself, what are you good at and actually interested in? If you don't mind creating digital products, maybe selling on an e-commerce platform might be ideal for you. Maybe you like talking in front of a camera. Being a content creator doesn't sound like such a bad idea. So once you have decided your side hustle, next you are going to build your online presence. That could look like having a portfolio ready when it comes to providing your services online, or that could look like creating an Instagram account, to have an Instagram bio, or setting up an Etsy shop. So once you have kind of built your online presence, it doesn't have to be perfect, then you are going to create your first product or service, creating an Instagram reel, creating your first digital product, setting up your blog, creating an online landing page for your coaching services. I'm literally just throwing ideas out there. So after you create your product or service, the last thing you're going to do, this all ties into one kind of cycle, is to launch and monetize your side hustle. So what that can look like is promoting on your own personal Facebook page, promoting on your personal Instagram page, just launching your YouTube channel instead of like making sure that everything is perfect. And there you have it. You have officially started your side hustle journey and making money online. And this is literally going to bring you one step closer to traveling the world. And this is me speaking from my own personal experience. It is possible to make money online, but it is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of energy and effort. So I want you to also keep your expectations realistic. Maybe even create like goals for yourself. Like by 90 days, I want to be able to sell 10 products. It could be digital or physical products. And once you're starting to hit milestones in your side hustle journey, hopefully that will give you the confidence and the courage to be like, hey, like this is starting to become an income stream that might be enough for me to just travel or to be able to book that next flight ticket to Europe or something like that. So I hope that these tips helped you. If you are interested in starting your own side hustle, definitely get my side hustle starter guide. I'm going to link that down below. I truly believe that you are going to achieve your dream of becoming a digital nomad. With that said, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'm going to see you guys next week, so stay tuned for more. Bye.